Yo, yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I am your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is Thursday, February. No, April 22nd, 2021. Welcome to another edition. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, also on Spotify, also anywhere you can find podcast needs where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also on YouTube, for video components of the podcast, but also where you can find latest updates of the Cruising Podcast is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. Okay. Title of the episode, as you guys can see, is Victory. Just like Johnny Drama would have said it on Entourage, but same result. The reason why I say this: George Floyd's murderer, George Floyd's murderer, has been charged on all the counts that were against him, which is a monumental victory for the black and really just for it, really justice. Finally, there's some type of justice going on. Maybe this would stop. Maybe this would actually stop the killings from going on, like just the straight up injustice that is going on for black people in this nation due to the hands of those that wear the color blue, not are the color blue. Maybe this would maybe even try to slow it down. The next day after, well, probably that day, or whatever. A 15-year-old girl was shot by the police saying that she had a knife. 15 years of age. Saying that she has a knife. Did we go backwards? Like, how do we score a victory and then we go right back to where we were before? It's like motherfuckers don't learn. She had a knife? Where? A 15-year-old? Apparently she was about to be jumped. That's some of the stories I saw. I mean, some people would carry around a weapon just in case, hey man, you never know. Yeah. But you shot a 15-year-old. She hadn't even turned 16. She hadn't even turned 18. She's still a fucking child. And y'all are over here trying to tell me that she held a knife when Kyle Rittenhouse had an AR-15 walking straight down the street, shooting people, and somehow he is out on bond. And cops are the ones paying that shit off. Oh, what? But he's just a child, he was just a kid. He went to a rally with his gun for some fucking reason and just started shooting protesters. I don't know. He's just a kid. Dylan Roof was, after shooting a church full of people, went to jail with body armor on, and also was asked to go to Burger King to get food. He lives today. And countless other children, because he was also said that to be a child. But a 15-year-old woman was shot because she had a knife. Do you not see the fucking difference? Black woman, just in case everybody doesn't understand. It's like, it's a learned behavior or something. Like, oh, black person, they might have a weapon. If they do have a weapon, just shoot them. Oh, white guy, he just killed a mass amount of people and started shooting to the crowd. Hey, let's get him. We got to get him alive. We got to make sure he's okay. Make sure he's got water. He's gonna have some water today. He's gonna you want Burger King? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let's do this. we're gonna do this. We're gonna take them to Maggiano's real quick, man. You know, we're gonna get them, you know, the two family pack. You know, you want lasagna? All right, cool. You want the breadsticks? Good. They're good. And oh, you're alive. Oh, thank goodness you're alive. You just shot a couple people, but you know, you're alive. Thank God. Whew. But on our black people are getting killed. And we continue to go down this rabbit hole. Also, shitty person of the day. Well, two shitty people of the day, as I've just saw. The Oakland Raiders tweeted out, "I can breathe," April 20th, 2021. This is after the verdict came down on Derek Chauvin. If I'm a black player on that team, I will be calling for all of management, all of the coaches, all of the fucking ownership. I will protest every fucking game until that team is sold, because that is some bullshit. That is embarrassing. And that was the most insensitive thing someone can ever have said in that situation. It's insensitive. How the fuck do you do that? How is that even a mistake? That's not a mistake. That's not a mistake tweet. That's a dumb fucking tweet. That's a dumbass. Clearly, you didn't vet whatever you needed to vet, and they should be fired. They should have their name out there, and they should never be able to work again for saying some dumb shit like that. It's insensitive, man. And that's the people that work for high billion-dollar literally franchises. That's over $1 billion franchise, and they fucked up that way. Also, Aubrey Huff, because LeBron has been speaking out, said, "Go to China, you fuckstick." First of all, who says fuckstick anymore? Who tweets that? Like, you actually wrote that out? That's written out? Who says fuckstick to someone? This don't make any what? Fuckstick? What is that? You like the fuck what? What is this, the 80s? Who the fuck says that anymore? The fuckstick? Yes, I said Aubrey Huff. Middling fucking player for the MLB, by the way. Probably the least popular sport out of all of them. And probably the one that's probably been the most racist one out of all of them. What? You know, some people just need to shut the fuck. Maybe some people just maybe need to not press. Do what Herm Edwards said. Don't press send. Don't press send. Type it out. Maybe even type it in your notes. Don't make it even a tweet. Type it in your notes. Go back to China, you fuckstick. Will this go over well? Let me ask. Let me go. I'm not going to tweet it out, but I'm wanting to show my family and friends. Be like, hey man, should I? You know, the hellstorm that's going to come after this. Would you think this is a bad idea? Because it's going to get screenshotted and people are going to see your name and then they're going to call you a fuckstick, a pussy, a dumbass, because you wouldn't go say that to LeBron James's face because you're a bitch. You're a bitch. That's literally what that is. You're a pure bitch. I don't give a fuck. You hopefully you see this. You're a bitch. Like, why would you say you go back to China, you fuckstick? You don't even like. It's crazy that somebody can just say that. And oh, my bad, my fault. I was about to say, and you have black teammates, but I forgot this is baseball and like only 10% of the league is black. My bad. You probably never had black teammates. That's probably why you don't understand that. Guys like that are way more numerous than like Ibrahimovic, whatever fuck his dumbass name is. He went back. He went and told LeBron maybe he should shut up and dribble practically. You play soccer. Fuck you. Like you got your own problems apparently. So fuck you, first of all. And if you're gonna talk shit, make sure that you at least leave with an MLS Cup from a very middling fucking league, and you're supposed to be the best player. Just put it out there. Just put it out there. You know, you're supposed to be the best out there, and you're supposed to be one of the best, and you didn't leave with no cups. Here's where I'm at. It's people like that in America that still don't understand that are just ignorant. They just want to be ignorant at this point. And ignorance is bliss, and their ignorance is what the problem is. Because they're not sitting on the fence. They're across the fence, kind of like want to dabble in and be like, oh, maybe I should say this. No, maybe you shouldn't. You don't have good friends. You literally do not have good friends. Your friends are telling you to write that down or say what you said because they want to see you burn. They don't want to be your friends. That's the people that you don't want to be around. I promise you, because that's a mistake. Why the fuck would you say some of the shit that you said? So, like some of the decisions I've made in my life, I didn't, I didn't consult with people. That's the problem. It's just, a lot of mistakes that are made in life. You didn't consult well. People be like, that might not be a good idea. Yeah, like my mom will give a certain look, like, you sure you want to do that? You think that's a good idea? Like that look, like my mom, that look, like maybe I should think twice about this. Maybe I should go back and think about this because some of you make some pretty bad fucking decisions, and so do I. But I know that I can lean on some people if I need to like ask some questions. Like, you think this is a good idea? Clearly, these people do not. But let's not disguise the fact that this was that George, whatever fuck his name is, Chauvin. I'm trying to remember his last name. I don't even remember his last name. Chauvin, the murder, George Floyd's murderer. Let's not forget that this is huge because in recent history, this is the first time a police officer has even been charged with a murder of an unarmed black person. This is the first time because it was caught on tape, because people kept the pressure on them, and also the state of Minnesota was not playing that shit. Even though during the week they killed another unarmed black man. It's fucking amazing. I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. If you're going, first of all, they have military grade weapons. Why? Second of all, how don't you have crisis training? You make terrible decisions in crisis times. It was such a quick reaction. Quick reaction. Yeah, I can make a quick reaction with a gun if I need to. Oh, I need to shoot this person. Okay, he's unarmed. No, you don't have any weapons. That's an easy decision. But why make that decision? Why not talk a person down? Why not be able to? You're supposed to be the coolest person in the room. That's goes for not just officers. That goes for people in management positions. That goes for people that are teaching, like there are teachers, like all that, and trainers, all that shit. That goes for everybody. You're supposed to be the coolest one in the room. And I'm not saying like cool as in popular. I'm saying cool as in once shit starts to get a little hot, you can bring it back down because that's your job, to protect and serve. You're not protecting shit except for that shield and yourself. And you're not even protecting yourself from anything. What are you protecting from? Somebody getting beaten your ass? George Zimmerman got beat up by a 13-year-old kid, and he's so embarrassed that he shot him. Pussy. Y'all gotta understand that this is bullshit in every facet of life. Professionalism is huge because if you stay calm in a situation, normally the situation will boil back down. We'll be like, all right, hold on. Okay, cool. He's calm. The heat's not coming up. All right, we're both not hot right now. We're both not two energies coming, negative energies coming at each other. Positivity goes a long fucking way. Positive reactions go a long fucking way. And it's like that was never taught. And that was never said to anyone. That when you are calm, when you have a calming presence. Now, sometimes you do need to get a little hot, especially if somebody gets a little physical. Somebody decides that, oh, let me get a little fit. Hold on. You still can get these hands if that's the case. But just an argument or somebody yelling at you because they feel like something's been done wrong to them, something they've been wronged, or they feel like you're attacking them. Yo, hold on, wait, hold on. Let's talk about this. Why can't that be the fucking case? Why the fuck is it 0 to 1,000 with both parties? Somebody has to be the cool one. Someone has to make the right decision and at that time. And it's not fucking being done. And I'm not just talking about officers once again. I'm talking about all facets of life. It's not being fucking done. And horrible results happen when both energies are like that. So yes, I am happy that man is going to hopefully spend a long fucking time in jail. I really hope he gets into Gen Pop. I know he's probably going to be protected and by his own peoples, but he should definitely spend some time in Gen Pop. Why should a badge be the thing that protects you from going to jail for shooting someone indiscriminately? Probably said that word wrong. Sorry. That should not save you. That should not save you. Maybe you being attacked by a weapon, possibly. But you just shooting someone with nothing in their hands, or I'm sorry, not just shooting them, doing a chokehold, Eric Gardner. You should not be protected by shit after that, especially when there has been no harm done to you, where there's no harm even relevant in the time. So the problem is that when these cops kill a black man, it invigorates another part of the communities in this nation that are still alive and well today. They're not dying. They're not truly dying off. They're being taught even worse by actions that they see on TV, that it's okay to go and chase down a black man in vigilante rage and kill them. Ahmaud Arbery. That's invigorating that community, and that shit needs to stop. That shit needs to be seen, that there are consequences when you make a bad decision when you're supposed to be the one making the good decision. That's your fucking job. And you failed. Why come? But no, there's only bad apples. No, there's too many fucking bad apples then. Enough bad apples will spoil the bunch. Enough of them will. Like, when is enough enough? That bad apple argument, that's done, man. That's done. Because that dude went to jail and black people are still getting shot, still getting killed. There's no such thing as the bad apple no more. They spoiled the bunch. Stop fucking defending poor behavior, poor decision making. When LeBron James turns over the ball, oh man, LeBron can't fucking pass, man. Fucking bitch. This stupid motherfucker can't pass. That's a bad decision. We don't reward it. Stop rewarding this shit. Teach at a young age how to right from fucking wrong. Wrong is always going to be wrong. Period. No matter what it is. Wrong is wrong. And when you do the wrong thing, there needs to be fucking consequences. Dante Wright. Sandra Bland. Y'all make bad decisions. If you make a bad decision, I'm not going to sit here and elaborate even more on it. You gotta go. Especially that when the bad decision leads to horrific consequences. I mean, horrific results. Gotta go to jail. Why should you be able to take a life and live your life out like it's nothing, especially when you weren't in harm? So that's where we're going. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to let y'all think about it. If you don't like what I'm saying, especially some of the white um, audience that some of you have said some shit, and especially, it's cool. That's cool. You can say what you want. Say what you want. But I want to let you know, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to continue to say what the fuck I want to say. I don't give a fuck. Is what it is. All right. So, also, what happened this weekend? Jake Paul beat Ben Askren in a boxing match. Okay, let's dive into this real quick. I'm gonna dive into this. Okay. I know some of you probably turn this off by now because y'all like, oh man, sports. All right, I don't give a fuck. Listen, I'm gonna say this about one specific person, and hopefully they know. No, I mean they probably not gonna listen to this because they don't listen to podcasts, but I don't give a shit. Jake Paul is not a good fighter. Not a good professional fighter. He can fight a little bit. He's got some boxing in him. Not a good boxer. Because he beat Ben Askren. That doesn't even validate him not a bit. Why? Why do I say this? Ben Askren looked like he didn't even fucking train for that fight. At all. Didn't even train boxing. Ben Askren can probably barely run right now. I'm surprised he's even walking right now. Because he had hip surgery. He had hip replacement, if I remember correctly. He had that hip replacement surgery. Ben Askren is a grappler. Ben Askren made the most money in that fight, made the most money in his career. I'm sorry, he made more money in that fight than his whole UFC career. And he fought some pretty big fights. Jake Paul has fought a YouTuber, a basketball player, and a grappling MMA fighter. Not a striker, because none of the wins that Ben Askren got were from knockout. None of them. His bread and butter was to take you down, either strangle you or just lay on you for 3 to 5 rounds. Jake Paul won a fight and is making massive amounts of money off these fights. Hey, more power to him. But some of you have now gone on to his nuts, and you really need to hop off. I know that you are best friends or friends with his brother, and you feel like you're saying great things because you're friends with them. And look, listen. If my friend told me that they just want to fight against a guy that's never boxed before, I'm sorry, 3 people have never boxed before, back to back to back. I'd be like, all right, cool. You won? Yeah, I've been knocking them. I knocked out 2 of them. Oh, which ones? I mean, would they, what's their background? Were they boxers before? No. The one that survived actually trained for him and was like 30 to 40 pounds lighter than him. No one's training for Jake Paul. They're not even, listen, this is going to get a little XY for you. Jake Paul is not being trained for. You're not training to fight him. You're training to just box. Some of these dudes look like they're just training for fitness. All right, cool. This is a fitness thing. Oh, I might just step into the ring and think I'm going to be pretty good. Now he's training to fight that person because he knows that he's going to make a lot of money off of it, but he knows that that's the most money the person across from him is going to make in their lifetime in sports or in YouTubing. So the pressure is on nobody. There is no pressure. Also, the punch that he hit Ben Askren with, an experienced striker in MMA, would have ducked under that shit and hit him with a left fucking hook. And you know who throws a really good left hook? Conor McGregor. And you're going to sit here and say that you're going to fight Conor McGregor and think you're going to win with that type of punch? You're going to get knocked the fuck out within minutes because every punch that he throws has the intentions of knocking someone out. And the problem with those type of punches is that you're going to get gassed the fuck out within 3 to 4 rounds if you're conditioned well enough. A lot of you are on this dude's dick because he's winning these fights. Oh, well, he's knocked out 2 of them. Nate Robinson looked like he never boxed a day in his life. Jake Paul looked like he's been boxing for a while. Ben Askren looked like he just said, fuck it. I'm here for the cash grab. And was like, all right, that was a money grab. I'm kind of almost convinced, not fixed, but it didn't look right. He's not a great boxer. He's not. He's not a good boxer. He's an okay boxer. He's okay at it. Because he's not really fought anyone. Now, put him in the ring with Jaron Ennis. Put him in the ring with even his best friend, Ryan Garcia. Put him in the ring with some of these guys. You know what? Put him in the ring against their opponent, against the opponents that they have beaten. Let me know if he survives those fights. He won't. Oh, well, Floyd Mayweather's first 3 fights. No. Floyd Mayweather's first 3 fights. Yes, we don't know their names. Let's actually, no, scratch that. This is what the fuck we're going to do. Name the top 10. We'll do this. He fought 50 fights, right? Name the top 10 fighters that Floyd Mayweather fought. And tell me if you remember those fights. That argument's done. Goodbye. First 3 fights of his career, he probably didn't fight anyone. Yeah, he probably didn't because he was like a child when he fought. Floyd Mayweather has been fighting since he could pick up fucking gloves. Probably even before that. He's been learning how to box since then. That was the only thing that he was literally born to do. So he's an anomaly. Now you talk about maybe a Sugar Shane or somebody like that. I think some of y'all that say that you were so-called experts or so-called whatever commentators or whatever fuck you are, I think that boxing is so down right now that this is the guy that y'all are gonna hitch that wagon to try to make boxing go forward. And that's the fucking problem every single time with boxing. Boxing always looks for, and I'm not saying this a racist way, I'm just saying it because has come to be true, the next great white hope. Every fucking time. They're always looking for that guy. Oh, Tyson Fury. I didn't even know Tyson Fury kind of disappeared. The Klitschko's. They're actually pretty good fighters. Would they really fight? Right? Because that's the argument, right? Who they really fight? Who they really beat? That was like greatness. Tyson Fury is that guy right now, too, because he beat Deontay Wilder, and now he's about to fight Anthony Joshua. This is the problem with boxing, that people that are outside of the sport are going to sit here and hitch their wagons to, oh, he's knocking out people. Oh my gosh, he is so great. No, 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 no. Don't gas. Y'all gassing up the wrong person. Y'all keep gassing these motherfuckers up until they go and fight somebody real that really will train for them for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, that will really do X's and O's on them, that really know how to fucking fight, that actually knows, been inside of a boxing ring, has trained boxing, has done striking, has done this, that, and the third, has the footwork, the head movement, all that. He's going to go in and fight that person. He's going to get really fucking hurt by that person, especially if he fights one of these hungry ass lions out there. So yeah, you go ahead, fight those YouTubers, go ahead, fight the, ex basketball stars, go ahead, fight, the fucking MMA guys that with 2 hip replacements and, bad knees, and only thing they did was wrestle. Go ahead, fight those guys. But just know, that's all you're fighting. That's the only people you're going to be able to beat. And the reason why I thought Nate Robinson might have won, because Nate Robinson actually, we've seen him like get a little crazy. And also he's a super athlete. But as we saw, he clearly did not train to box. Put him in the ring with one of these lions. I promise you, he's not leaving that den. He might even leave on a stretcher. That's what I'm saying. Stop fucking gassing this dude up. Stop saying he's actually a good boxer. He's not. He's okay. He's an okay boxer. He's not beating anyone. Not anyone that actually fucking boxes. Stop looking for the next great white hope. He's right there. His name is Tyson Fury. He's actually really good at boxing. He's pretty good. The Gypsy King, not bad. And he's beating people of note. Stop fucking hitching your wagon to this dude, because it's not going to end well. It never does with Jake Paul. And I know a lot of people are coming out, oh, well, I want to fight Jake Paul. Okay, I want to fight Jake Paul. That's because it's a cash grab. Oh, I saw how much money Ben Askren just made off that fight. I want to fight Jake Paul. I think I can do it. You think? Motherfucker, yeah, you never walked into a boxing ring in your lifetime, and you saying you think you can beat this motherfucker? Shut the fuck up. Go somewhere else. All they doing is making money off of dumbasses. Oh, and he's also making the conversation for boxing, which is good for boxing, but it once again, it's that lightning in the bottle. It's only going to be but so much until you actually need to start promoting actual fucking boxers. And there's some really good ones right now that you're just like saying, all right, well, we're not going to talk about them. We're going to talk about Jake Paul. That's the biggest fucking news. It's embarrassing, man. That like this is sad, because it's like, it's just sad, man. And it's very fucking irritating to watch it every time, because this is the same narrative every fucking time. So, and I like boxing. I really do. I love the sport, but it's just, this is the shit that happens, man. You got to think about it. Boxing's been around hundreds of years, over 100 years. It's been around for a very, very, very long time. And every time they hitch the wagons to these people, and some of them are actually really good fighters, and some of them was like, all right, well, maybe we shouldn't hitch the wagon to that. There's actually a movie about this with Damon Wayans. Go check it out. It's actually pretty good. I think it's actually called Great White Hope, if I remember correctly. Yeah, with Samuel L. Jackson as Sultan. Yeah, that was actually pretty not a bad movie, actually. It's actually pretty funny. When he got rocked too. Like, why does David Wayne do that? Yeah. All right, let me make some light of that. My bad, yeah. All right. So this is gonna be a spoiler warning in like for Snowfall because I need to get this off my chest. I just don't know what's going on. I need to get this off my chest before everything else. All right, so spoiler in 3, 2, 1. Could he walk the whole time? Do y'all think he could walk the whole time? Not walk, but walk correctly the whole time? Like, was he fucking with us the whole time? In my opinion, seriously, was he fucking with us the whole time? I feel like he Franklin. I'm talking about Franklin, by the way. We all understand who I'm talking about. Franklin, could he walk the whole time? Let's be real. When he went to go see Mel, I was like, oh, he's about to kill this. He's about to kill her. She fucked up twice with this dude. First time was, she shot him. Second time, no, I'm not just shot him. She shot him 3 times, and this is why he's using a cane. Second time, you said his name to a fucking news reporter. You kind of you snitched on him. And I was like, all right, well, he's about to, he's got a silencer on the gun. He's about to fire off on her. And he was like, just walk away, leave you in your mess, which is crazy. She was like, yeah, you just say I'm not crazy. You killed my dad. Just say I'm not crazy. He was like, it's good seeing you, Mel. Dip the fuck up. Oh, let me put this cane. I thought he was going to turn around and be like, you know what? I did kill your dad. And then walk off. Or just say, yeah, and walk off. And that would have been even sweet too. But for him to put down the cane and walk correctly out of the door. The fuck, yo? Why would you leave me on that? Now I have to wait a year to figure out what just happened? What I just see? Like, that's not cool. That's not fair. That's not fun. That's not, now I gotta start thinking about shit. Like, could he walk this whole time? Like, cause he was standing there without the cane when he talked to Louis and Jerome. So I was like, all right, he doesn't need it. Okay, he doesn't need the cane right now. I said, whoa, probably because he's just standing there. But then again, I'm thinking about, I'm like, he just walked correctly though. The fuck is going on? I knew Alton was dead. Everybody, if everybody doesn't know, we all knew that Teddy was going to go and get Alton no matter what. It either was going to be in California or in Cuba, he was going to get to Alton. That's why it was like, all right, well, that wasn't even surprising that Teddy walked through that door. I was like, yeah, Teddy was, yeah. Especially once they went to Cuba and went to that scene, I was like, yeah, Alton dead. He has a dead man right there. He a dead man. I think what's going to happen is that Teddy's going to kill Alton, and then somehow Sissy's going to be in jail in Cuba, and she can't tell Franklin what actually happened, and so Teddy can come back. I think Teddy's replacement is going to be his wife or ex-wife, wherever the fuck she is to him. I think that's going to be his replacement to the cocaine right now. This is just theories. This is all my theories. I think that that Jerome and Louis are going to build their own empire. I don't think it's going to lead to war between him and Franklin. I wish Franklin let Leon go and let him do his thing, man. I really wish that, but because Leon, I know Leon made a mistake. I understand that. I know that there's some unforgivable shit with Leon, but also he didn't know. But I think it was time for him to start doing something different. And also, Fatback's cousin, is he based off of Tukey? Can somebody, if y'all let me know, the student Stanley Tukey, is he based off of him? Because he was the Crip leader and he was pretty fucking jacked. If I remember correctly, he did do like weightlifting competitions. If I remember correctly, it was a big month. Like, if y'all go see Stanley Tukey, I think Stanley Tukey Jones, I think that's his last. I might be fucking up. I know it's Tukey. But what was he based off of him? Because that's what he was. He was a big ass dude, like I don't know. That's one of my other things. But I think they should have let Leon. I think Franklin should definitely let Leon move on from the business. But I understand he wants to keep the ghettos. So here's what I think the map kind of looks out to. Louis and Jerome are running Englewood. I think they're running Englewood and they're running Little Rock. I think that's their two mainstays right now. That's their two territories. Um, Franklin got Compton, Compton, the slums, the ghetto, and somewhere else. Can't remember right now, but he definitely has three parts of Los Angeles. And then I think it's going to be between those two. They're going to be or whatever. No, because I think Jerome and Louis are probably going to have Englewood. I forgot what Manboy had, and Little Rock. That's going to be like their subsidiary place is Little Rock, and then Franklin will have the rest because it's really your competition. If Franklin was thinking about it, your competition really is yourself because they're no matter what they're going to be an entity of you because they're going to be buying off of you anyway. So no matter what, money's going to be circulating between you two, no matter what. So to me, this is keeping it in the family. Just you're seeing them wrong right now. I think he's seeing them as competition or trying to be competition to him. And that's not a good idea. I think that he needs to see them as a conglomerate. They need to be just like, all right, well, all right. He just needs to see them as maybe business partners more than they're working under him. That's what I think needs to happen for next season. Probably won't. I'm talking about a TV show right now. This is fucking terrible. I'm talking about Snowfall, by the way. Still, could he walk the whole time, like correctly? Like, were we imagining that he was in a cane? Did she imagine that she shot him? Did she imagine that she shot him? Because she looked like, oh, I should have killed this motherfucker. Like, or oh, did I really shoot? Like, I don't know what happened. I don't get it. That's probably gonna get fleshed out. I'm mad they showed her in the preview and they only had her for like 2 minutes of the whole show, but it was a fucked up 2 minutes, dog. Dang! You see, you probably wondering why I'm here. Ugh. He said, "This is your last chance." Like, motherfucker, she gonna fuck you over anyway again. I just don't understand why he sticks with her. But I'm just trying to understand, like, could he walk the whole time? Like, can somebody fucking explain this shit to me? Because I'm trying. I'm just okay. Also, season finale of Falcon Winter Soldier is really kind of tonight. Also, Invincible comes on tonight too. So what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna talk about those two shows until I watch them this weekend. Well, probably tonight. I'm not gonna talk about them until I watch them because I'm just gonna do the whole Falcon Winter Soldier series. I'm just gonna dive into that shit. And then also Mugen Train comes out tomorrow or today. Well, they're showing it. There are showings today, but I'm probably gonna go see it tomorrow. Of Demon Slayer Mugen Train. So there's gonna be, like I said, there's gonna be a whole episode dedicated possibly to that and seeing how good it actually is. Also, probably tomorrow, maybe even tonight. I'll be talking about the father of Haiti, also Jackie Robinson, which I completely like. It's just things went down that shouldn't have went down, and now I'm trying to fucking pick the pieces up. So there's going to be a slew of content coming in the next couple weeks. There's going to be a lot of podcasts coming to you guys, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it because I'm I know I went a little bit too deep into the whole. I probably went a little bit too deep on the officers and shit like that again. But I'm gonna try to stay away from it for a little bit because I feel like the past couple weeks I've been talking about it because mostly because of the case. I mean, like it is a monumental fucking case, and it actually the right decision was finally made. But I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. I really hope you guys enjoyed it or watching. Actually, I keep continue to forget about my you. Sorry, YouTube. I hope you guys are watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you guys also enjoyed listening on your podcast devices. Where you can find the podcast is on Apple Podcasts, also on Spotify, also at YouTube, which I'm streaming from live. Also on where you can find the latest updates of the Cruising Podcast is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. Also, just in case, you need to type in Cruising Podcast for for the podcast feed if you want to find it. Also, lastly, I completely forgot what I was about to say. So I'll probably remember later, and we'll leave it on a post on Instagram. So I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. Hopefully everyone stays safe out there, man. Don't let the don't let let's keep the good times. Let's keep the good times rolling. All right. I love you guys so much. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.